Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. First off, fuck full custom hot dog and the click he claims. Secondly, Psycho Goreman. Psycho Goreman just got a stream release on all the platforms, I think, for rental. I think it's like $4.99 or $5.99. Just watched it with the wife, and it was decent. I wasn't quite sure what to expect up until this point. I recently saw a trailer which sort of colored the movie for me, and then at that point I sort of knew what I was getting into. It reminded me of, and if you've seen pictures or the trailer, it looks like a horror movie but with kids in it. So it sort of has like a Monster Squad type of vibe in a way, where they have that Frankenstein's monster following them around and befriending him, but they don't realize that he's evil, sort of. Something like that. It definitely felt a lot like Power Rangers, but with an evil monster instead of Power Rangers. The main point of the story is this brother and sister find this cavern, and there's a gem inside the cavern with this like puzzle, and the sister solves the puzzle and pulls out the gem, and it makes Psycho Gorman, who is trapped inside, come back, and they release him on Earth, and he wants to just destroy and kill everything. His mission is to just kill every living thing because he enjoys it so much. They do go into some of his backstory throughout the film, and he always is very long winded, kind of like me. And he tries to tell all these stories, and the kids keep kind of shutting him up and stopping him throughout the film. The gem that was pulled, and I'm not spoiling much, the gem that was pulled out of the box he was in controls him. So the little girl who has an attitude on her, she's very pushy and kind of annoying throughout the film, and she's very harsh to her brother. She tells him what to do and what not to do. So sometimes she'll say to do something and it sort of gets misconstrued because he's like this monster and he does something he's not supposed to, and it's sort of funny. And then sometimes he'll, go to do something really bad and she stops him from like hurting her family or whatever the case may be. Eventually, other monsters come to stop him and they fight, and that's the point of the story. There is some pretty good special effects. I enjoyed some of the gore, and some of it was pretty funny. I chuckled a couple times where he didn't understand something that the humans did, or maybe a term they used, and sort of came off silly about it. And it was sort of funny, but it wasn't necessarily a movie that I thought was humorous overall. It definitely had a kiddie presence to it. It reminded me again of something like Power Rangers with some humor but horror elements. So I would say the movie's probably good for kids or teenagers really that are maybe 13, 14, that like horror movies, but you don't want something like really graphic and crazy and still has a bit of like a family kind of thing going on. So if you're looking for straight gore and horror, I don't think you're going to find that here. And if you're looking for a straight kiddie movie, I don't think you're going to find that here either. I think it's a amalgamation of both, and probably made more for like teenagers or young adults. I thought overall the movie was okay. It's not necessarily something I would go out and purchase physically, and I'm glad I didn't blind buy it, but I could see people really enjoying it who like things like Monster Squad, Power Rangers, and stuff like that. Trying to think if there's anything else I really wanted to say. I guess that's about it. I did like the way Psycho Gourmet looked, and I did find some of his quotes humorous. The little girl I found kind of annoying, and the parents I found a little annoying, but overall, it's a fairly small scoped film with some fun scenes that I think parents and teenagers might enjoy. So let me know, guys, if you liked Psycho Gorman. I thought it was decent, but it wasn't necessarily something I'd watch again or purchase. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.